Okay, welcome. This is our last lesson. This is really just tying up some odds and ends that we've learned as we've gone through the text. So the first one we're looking at is an N-TH blend. Now you'll notice that the TH is missing. Normally we would go N-TH. We're blending the NH together, so that gives us an N-TH blend. That can just stand for the word north, so that's an N-TH. We can actually add an in the and put another N, and that gives us the phrase in the north. So it's a good one to use where you're not actually writing a T. We have words like month, so instead of writing M-N-T-H, you can see that it's blended, it becomes M-T-H. So that gives us an M-T-H blend. If you're already writing in the, like this, and you're happy with it, then you don't have to change to this in the. You're better to just stay with the one that you're used to. But if you like this in the, then it makes a good joining. The other one is PB, so instead of doing P and a B, we can blend the P and B together. That stands for the word public. If we just put an ITY there, that's publicity, so it's a nice short form. MB, that also says maybe, but we could have MBL, which could be mobile. So instead of going MBL, we get a much clearer outline by just reducing to the big MB. Make sure that it doesn't look like a little s or an MF. So put an MS, an MF, and an MB. We can put the B at the beginning of the word, so instead of going BM, we just get a BN. We could put a P on it, and that would be bump, which is much better than going BNP. We get a nice flow. You've already learnt about a crr, where we actually leave the R out. So for this one, you've got a CRMBL, and that gives you the word crumble. If you can't read it, just write each of the letters down in order, and then it's easy to work out. So what do you think this one would be? GMBL, so that would be grumble. I can add a little ing to it, and that would be grumbling. That really good blends. Now up the top we've got TN and DN. So instead of writing T with an N hooked over, we're simply blending the N together. Makes a really nice blend, TN, DN. The first one could be 10, the next one could be din. And we can also double our TR, and instead of having an N on the end, gives us TRN. So that one could be train. The DRN on the line could be drain. If we put a G on it, that could be drainage. Put an ing, we could have training. Okay, the RN, same principle, so instead of R and hook in, we blend it on. So we get words like rain, raining. We've got an FRN. What do you think that one stands for? If we put it together, it could be foreign. Remember, you've got silent G's that you don't have to write in. Okay, up the top, last couple, we've got an NV. So instead of doing an N and a V, we simply blend the NV together. So that could be navy, that could be novice, that could be invade. We can put an I in there, and that can be novel. So make sure it looks like an N and not like a little S. Turn it around the other way. Instead of VN, again blending that N together, we get vandal, or we could have given. We could have VNR, which would be veneer. What a common one. Right, WN. So this is a really good one. So instead of something that looks like that, we blend the little N inside the W. We could have win. That could be winner. So just the WN and the N inside the W at the beginning. Notice that if it's the end, it's hooked in at the end. If it's at the beginning, you read it first. Now this stands for now. So it means that we can have something like that for new or new, just to show the difference between our NWs. And we might want to have that for something like known, again just to show the difference between all your NW blends. So WN is a little easier, but NW is hard. but it's instead of doing this. So all you're doing is hooking the N inside the W. Make sure it doesn't look like an S or an F, that it's nice and open. So that's an NW. If you think that that's the word now, it's an easy way to learn it. Okay, WN, oops, I've got one in there, so we could have winners, S with an end on it, winners. WND and WNT, so that could be wind and that could be winter. So you've got WNT could be want, but remember you can double it for the ter. So that's really all the odds and ends that you've read through the book. You've now covered all the theory, so you just have to build up your speed.